Abundant mindset, abundant mindset, abundant mindset. This phrase have been so popular, right? Shout out to Alpha Male Strategies, my brother AMS, for making this term popular and actually defining what it really means. And actually putting the emphasis and the importance this term deserves. Because fellas, there's guys out there who make millions and billions of dollars out there, and they still think, act, and do like a simp. So the amount of money, the amount of fame, I mean, just look into the famous people in Hollywood and see how many simps you can point out. There's buttloads of them. So the amount of money and the amount of fame does not dictate if you're an alpha or a beta. It's your mindset. It's always been your mindset. I think like I'm better than most of these famous, quote-unquote, famous YouTubers who are making these red pill contents, right? I don't want to say most. Actually, now I'm starting to sound condescending because they're the ones who taught me, right? But there are some red pill content creators who are fake red pill content creators, is what I'm really trying to say. The fake red pill aware men, right? The red pillars, the fake ones. And I would put some women in the category as well, because women know that if they can capitalize the need of men for women's booty and titties, they can pretty much get fame for anything they say, do, and think. And women know that, and that's what they've been doing. And those quote-unquote red pill women, there are some channels out there, I don't want to name names, they're doing the exact same thing. And I know for a damn fact I'm better than all of them. And I don't even have 10,000 subs on my channel yet. But I think, and most importantly think, that I'm better than all of them. And if you put me in a room as a debate with those people, I'm going to obliterate each and every single one of them. Did I need that fame to come up with that kind of mindset? Absolutely not. So how did I develop that mindset? Not with lifestyle on this video mainly, because as you can see in the title of the video, we're going to be talking about women. Because the two most important things all, if not most guys want, is women and money, right? Okay. Fellas, the number one thing you have to understand is purpose. Your grind, whatever it is that you want out of life, has to be at the core of all of this. But it's easier said than done. So that's why you have to take baby steps towards it, towards your purpose. You're not going to just wake up one morning and say, oh, gee, I'm going to go find my purpose today. Yeah. Let me go do that. Oh, I just figured my purpose out today. No. It doesn't work that way. It's a work in progress. You have to try out different things, especially most men, for those men who are most men, don't know what they're passionate about and what their purpose is. You just have to try different things out and see which one you like. I told you guys I've been training for MMA. I'm starting to love it. Maybe I'll incorporate that as one of my other purposes, right? Along with real estate. And YouTube, obviously. YouTube and real estate is obviously in the top priorities. And when I say baby step, fellas, the number one thing I'm referring to is get your ass busy. See, the number one reason, or one of the number one reasons, how many number ones can you have, right? One of the main reasons that most guys can't stop dwelling over a girl is because they are not busy. They got way too much time on their hand just put their thumb in their mouth and wait for her response back. And then they watch their time because AMS or Zeekpeak said, oh, you can't just respond right away. You got to wait a little bit. So they start their stopwatch on their clock and start counting down 5 minutes. All right, now I can respond. Like, dude, that's so pathetic, right? Yeah, you can only fake being high value for so long. All right, bro, come on. I'll let you over. Get over, come on. There we go. Okay, so you can fake high value for only so long, fellas. You have to become it, and that's the problem. You don't just become it overnight. You don't just become high value and get on your purpose and start grinding, putting your nose in the dirt and start grinding overnight. To figure out what you want to grind about might even take 6 months to a year to find your purpose out, right? What is this guy doing? So that's what I mean. This fucking old motherfucker. man, if you're old, just get an Uber, okay? And if you're a woman and or an old guy, like old guy, just get an Uber, right? Don't even think about driving on your own. You're gonna cause more wrecks than anything else ever caused wrecks out here when you're driving. Anyways, so you see, when I first started YouTube, I wasn't sure if this is gonna take off, but I knew that I needed to let my voice out, because YouTube, believe it or not, was a outlet for me to relieve my frustration out, as it is for some of you guys to come in here, to come out here, to come on my YouTube channel and watch these videos. And I know for a damn fact that a lot of you guys accept my videos as your therapy session. It's therapy to you, a lot of you guys, right? And it was the same thing for me as well. When I first started making videos, it was a therapy to me. It was an outlet for me to let my frustration out. Because when I first started making YouTube videos, which was when I first started making red pill content, let me rephrase that, which was January of 2020, I still wasn't at that acceptance stage. I was getting very close to it, but I still wasn't at that stage. And that's why it took time, you know? We evolve as humans, and I have too. And that's what you have to understand, is that whatever you start right now might not be liked by you all the way, 100%, but at least you're busy. Because when you're busy, when you're doing something, your mind kind of pushes those girls in the back of your head. Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. You're still most likely not going to completely get her idea out of your head. Get rid of her idea out of your head, right? Guys, I'm Daddy Zeke. As Daddy Zeke, whose body count is well into the triple digits, who's hella successful, handsome as hell, mouthpiece game right on point, I still dwindle over some of these hoes every now and then. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna bullshit you. You guys know me, I keep it 100 all the way. I keep it 1,000 all the way. If her booty's popping like that, her titties are perking like that, she's a bad chick, like a dime or a 9, I'm not gonna lie, I still dwindle over her, or I still feel some kind of way if she flakes. Only for a little bit though, not as much as how I used to. And I can control that feeling. Before I got into that controlling stage of controlling my own emotions, I would always act out of emotions, act upon my emotions, and I would fire away multiple messages saying, oh, it was your loss, you didn't come hang out with me, or I would double text, or I would reply to her immediately when she waited 6 hours to respond back to me, right? And that has gotten a lot better. So what do you notice on this story? What you notice is it didn't just happen overnight. Because to get to my body count, it took me years, right? And that's what you guys have to understand, is that yes, you're still going to always have that ache, or that itch, not really ache, that itch to get laid by hot women. I don't care how old you are, unless you become a complete monk. Shave your head bald and start wearing those orange outfits. I don't know what they're called. You're still going to always have some sort of an itch, right? But it depends on your age, obviously, because guys, I'm 23. My hormones, my testosterone are running wild through my veins. So the younger you are, the harder it's going to be to control that. Yes, I get it. And also, based on how much experience you have. And that's why I've always advocated that men should go out and sleep with at least 50 women. Because to sleep with at least 50 women, you're going to need to go through talking to at least 500 women or more for your average man, right? And if you can do that, if you can actually, by the way, I'm not saying if that's a waste of time or not, because it is. That's not the discussion here. I'm just trying to tell you guys how I developed the abundant mindset. So when you start going through that many women, you finally start realizing women's true nature. All of these things that we say finally start to make sense to you. And then you realize that these hoes really ain't jack squat, are they? That's one key component, that's a very important component when it comes to developing an abundant mindset is because when you finally realize and tell yourself and accept and come in terms and peace with yourself about the fact that women out here, modern women out here, all modern women and most women out here are nothing but a piece of ass to you because they got no other qualities to offer to you, it becomes a little bit easier to develop that abundant mindset that, you know what, I don't care if this chick ever showed up in my life or not. Now see, this abundant mindset, another quick important point, doesn't necessarily mean that you have multiple other women on the side and that's why inevitably you have abundant mindset. No, it can also mean that you don't need women altogether, which is where you should focus on the most. But that's not to confuse with the fact that you are sent your own way. There's a lot of fake MGTOWs out there is because and the reason behind their MGTOWs is because they couldn't get laid, they couldn't improve themselves, or they could improve themselves, they could get laid, they could do all of that, they could live the life that they hate other men for, but they simply were too lazy and didn't want to improve their lifestyle. And I know that what I just said right there is going to piss off a lot of my men, and I might even lose some subscribers. I don't give a shit. But you guys know that truth. You guys know that a lot of men went their own way because they were sent their own way, because they didn't have any of their choice. I made a whole video talking about incels, and I said that each and every single incel out there, if they really wanted it bad enough, that's the key phrase right there. You have to want it bad enough. You can change your lifestyle around. But that's a different topic right now. I'm getting hot. I'm going to turn the AC on. So that's why your main focus should be not needing women altogether, and that's a very key important element when it comes to developing that abundant mindset. Because fellas, believe it or not, or agree with me or not, most men out here are doing this hard work and self-improvement because they want to fuck a lot of chicks. That's their main reason. Booty is their main motivation. So when you realize that, man, this really ain't anything special, then you finally just start telling yourself that, you know what, I don't care if I have this or not. I have an amazing, beautiful life to myself, to enjoy myself. That's all I need. That's all I care about. But as I said, remember that you're never going to completely get rid of that itch. That itch is always going to be there. It just depends on how much of it is there and how well you can control it. Next thing, fellas, and before I go to the next thing, that's why I always advocate to sleep with a lot of women. Because to sleep with a lot of women as an average guy, you need to talk to a lot of women. And you're finally going to start realizing, man, these chicks really ain't nothing. That's why I said, don't argue with me about any of the points I make. Just go out and try it on your own. You'll see that everything I say is true. And even then, if you don't have experience with enough women, what's going to happen is, doesn't matter how red-pilled you are, you're going to come across a really good-looking chick, and your biological imperative is going to kick in. As I said, even to this day, as Daddy Zeke, that happens to me too. I sometimes feel some kind of way if some chick flaked on me who was really bad. You're going to see some chick who's going to make your dick solid rock hard, and you're going to say, man, Zeke's crazy. What's he talking about? And then you're going to forget everything I said. And that's okay. You're going to go through that multiple amount of times. Numerous, hundreds of times, fellas. I'll make a video talking about how many times I've been rejected. That'll give you some numbers and put things into perspective. But then finally you'll come to this stage where when you tell yourself, you know what? She is literally just like the exact same as the last girl who I talked to, just in different package. She looks different. She has different color hair, different color skin tone maybe, different size of bra, different size of titties, different size of hip, different waist size, whatever. Just the package, outside package is different. Everything else inside is the exact same. Boring ass chick talking about her family and her day that I really couldn't give a shit about. Her dog and cat and her nail salon person. Like, why the hell do we care about any of this, ladies? It's just like you saying that, oh, you know what, I'm gonna keep my pussy hostage from you. I'm not gonna give the kitty up to you that easily. You want us to work to get that taste of that cat, right? Okay, because that's what we want, right? But then why do we have to keep listening to your nonsense garbage conversation? Because that's what you want us to do. You want us to be there to listen to your nonsense garbage. So you want us to do what it is that you want from us, but you're not going to give us what we want from you. There's your double standard. Anyways, the next thing, as I said, taking baby steps. You know, this morning I woke up and I saw that I had 7 more subscribers to my channel. Man, it made my day. I talked about this point before, that if I have 1 more sub in my channel that I see go up, that gave me that assurance that this journey is worth it. This journey I'm in right now is worth it, because, fellas, I'm not doing this for the money or the fame. If I was doing it for the fame, I would have been making motorcycle videos or dog videos, playing with a dog. I would get a dog and start playing with that and start making videos with that. That would give me a lot of fame, a lot quicker than this. If I was doing this for the money, I would have turned my monetization button on, and I turned it off on YouTube because my channel got accepted for monetization. I said, no, you know what? No, because when somebody's giving you money, they're controlling you. I don't want to be controlled by anybody. I'm my own sponsor. I sponsor my own lifestyle. I have plenty of money coming from the side. I don't need YouTube's chump change. So that's why I do this, because I actually genuinely care about you men. And that's why when I see 1 more man came to my channel, or a woman, whatever, 1 more person, right, that I was able to impact their life in a better way. And that's worth the journey. That's what I tell myself. And that keeps me driven to keep making these videos out. I have 400 plus videos. 400 plus videos later, I still feel down sometimes. My body count being well into the triple digits still doesn't stop me from feeling down sometimes when a really good looking chick cancels on me. I'm a human. I have my own set of emotions and feelings. I feel things too. I feel some kind of way too. Nobody's perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. And that's what I'm talking about, is that even after having all these things in my life, when I still can't develop that 100% abundant mindset, what makes you think you're going to wake up one morning just because you watch 10 videos and going to start having that abundant mindset? It doesn't make sense, does it now? That's why you have to take baby steps. Whatever it is that you're doing in your life, start seeing smaller and smaller results. And before you know, which is something that I keep telling myself all the time whenever a girl rejects me or whatever, is that you're going to start telling yourself, it was her loss. Bitch, you see this empire I'm building? Do you see this lifestyle I have? You see, yeah, the results might not be there 100% all the way right now. As I was saying, that my channel doesn't even have 10,000 subs right now, but I still know that I'm better than a lot of people out there. Yeah, the results might not be there right now, but I know they will be there. That faith in yourself and you actually believing in yourself is going to start developing that abundant mindset. You're going to stop caring about what kind of clothes you're wearing and whatever setting you go to. You're going to stop caring about what women think about you, what people think about you. You're going to start voicing your opinion regardless of what happens. You're going to start living a fearless lifestyle. And slowly but surely that abundant mindset is going to start developing. Don't get me wrong, you still most likely won't get that 100% abundant mindset. I don't. And hey, you might, everybody's different. I keep saying I don't, so you might not either. That's a foolish statement on my end. You might be able to get to that 100% abundant mindset level. Hey, let me know, all right? Even AMS says that even though, and obviously you guys can tell, AMS's mindset is a lot better than mine, at a lot higher level than mine, right? Even he says that when he gains a little bit more weight, his confidence level shakes just a little bit. It's still enough to attract a lot of women, but it shakes just a little bit. So nobody can get to that 100% level. But hey, if you can, bro, mad respect, mad props to you. But at least you can get 95% of that. At least you can get 90% of that, 92%, 98%, and that's plenty. 80%, 85%, that's plenty, man. But whatever it is that you're doing, you have to take baby steps. Otherwise, it's just not going to work out for you. I promise you, it is not going to work out for you. Don't just try to jump up to the top of the tree. You have to climb it up slowly. I'm not sure if I just missed my turn. Oh well, whatever. I'm too busy shooting this shit with you guys. This is more important than where I'm going right now. But fellas, that's really the long story short here, Experience, wisdom. Again, wisdom comes from experience. Knowledge, learning about stuff, just living longer in this earth, seeing things, seeing flakery from women, flakes from women. All of these is going to help you develop that mindset. And last but not least, that results that you're getting, the small amount of results, very minute amount of results. Maybe you got one more client in your business, whatever business you have. Maybe you're able to secure another real estate property. That's a smaller property, but hey, at least you got it. That's going to keep building it up and up and up and up and up and up. And before you know it, you're going to be a living king in your head. Those are the two main components, but before you can even get there, because most likely if you're having to watch this video, you're not at that advanced level. The most important thing you need to start doing right now, since you're not at that advanced level, is get busy. Try out different things, start singing, start dancing, like take singing classes, take dancing classes, see if you like it, take fighting classes, see if you like it, take motorcycle riding classes, Zumba classes, swimming lessons, whatever. Just try out things after things after things. Maybe you might even end up opening up a YouTube channel. We need more and more Red Pill brothers out here. Just keep spreading this message. Who knows? Try out different things. And when things get rough, but you know that you are getting results, whatever it is, you do believe in it and you do have faith in yourself, but things are a little bit more rough now than they used to be, but results are still coming at a very minute pace, don't give up. Keep at it. Anybody who gives you get rich quick or get famous quick scheme is a fraud. So stay away from that crap as much as you can. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.